His photographs are provocative, thoughtful, and innocent.
Turn your head a little more to me. Very nice. Okay, very nice.
Ahmad Sandidge has a way of bringing out the uniqueness of every person who steps in front of his camera.
And in photography, what I found is that the more comfortable you are in a photograph, the more boring the photograph.
Which is why anyone who comes to his studio in the Friendship Garfield section of Pittsburgh
I'm more concerned with interesting photographs than your personal comfort.
has to put some effort into their picture-taking experience.
Like this. I want you to set like this, okay? Consider myself to be like a people illustration photographer, in that I tried to bring out the individualism of the person themselves. Everyone doesn't have to be giving a big smile and looking directly at the camera. You know, there's subtleties with people, and I take my time with my clients.
So that's why Sandidge will not schedule any more than 2 sessions per day.
I'm not Sears, I'm not J.C. Penney's or anything like that. The concentration that I put in every one of my shoots, you know, to be truthful, I'm exhausted after a photo shoot.
But no matter how much work it takes, Sandidge still loves what he does.
Okay, be very personable to the camera. Yeah, very personable, yeah.
And he's been doing it now for more than 3 decades, transitioning from film.
With photography, the most important thing on a person is their eyes.
To digital technology. His love affair with the camera, though, began much earlier than that.
As a child, I was the family photographer on trips and all. I'd always had the little brownie camera. And as I got older and wound up going to college, I took some photography courses in college, you know, with trying to, quote, find yourself. And I found that I had loved taking pictures and all.
But after college, he stopped taking pictures and began working in unrelated fields. Still, photography would continue to haunt him. So Sandidge applied and was accepted into the prestigious Fashion Institute of Technology in New York City. There he studied photography.
It's the #1 fashion design school in the country. And so I wound up getting accepted there, and out of 600 students applied, they only accepted 60.
Sandidge studied at FIT for only a semester, but while he was there, he also found work as an apprentice to a photographer who traveled the country and taught him the things he longed to know.
He taught me lighting, he taught me darkroom techniques and things of this nature. So the more he taught me, the more valuable I became.
And as his confidence grew, Sandidge began to get his own assignments.
I worked for Essence, Black Enterprise, Modern Black Males. I worked for Ebony Man when it was a publication. And I was doing more and more magazine work in New York. And living my life, realizing the fact that you can, if you put all of your energy and all in one effort in something, you can realize your dreams.
But now married with young children, Sandidge eventually made the hard decision to leave New York.
I became very prohibitive financially, and I made the call that it was more important for me to be a father than a photographer. And I decided to bring my family back here to Pittsburgh,
where he opened a studio, first in the Highland Park section of the city, and later here on Penn Avenue near Negley.
Business, it's getting better every year, and I'm tracking it every year in terms of, I believe in the concept of word of mouth advertisement. I didn't get in this business to pursue money. I got in this business to have fun and to enjoy myself.
Which he does with every picture he snaps.
Very nice. Turn your head a little more to me. Okay.
From fashion to portraits to corporate events and weddings. Sandidge does it all.
But in Pittsburgh, you have to be multifaceted and juggle a lot of different balls. So I will do weddings and all, but it's not something that I promote. In fact, I don't promote anything. It's people come to me because of what they like and the sensibilities of what I do. But if you look at photos,
samples of what he does cover his studio walls. It's hard to believe he has a favorite photo.
This young lady came to the studio with her cousin to pick up her cousin's photos. So I asked what to take a picture, and I said I do it at my expense. Put the scarf around her, and I have these necklaces, and I put the necklaces around her, and we put some baby oil on her lips. And then we photographed it. I gave her the photo. The next day, her mother came to the studio crying and saying she had never seen her daughter like this, thanking me so for the photo. That's one of the things that I feel that I do have a bit of a knack for, is creating a beautiful image with just raw talent. So which one do you like?
No matter how well a photo turns out, though, most will need to be retouched.
Retouching is another art form. Use Photoshop because photography now is more digital, works right hand in hand with computers. And so with retouch, for example, I have bags under my eyes, but in retouching I could remove the bags and have, smooth, perfect skin. The original image here, that's the retouch.
All tricks of the trade in a profession that never fails to bring joy and excitement to Ahmad Sandidge.
And if I won the lottery and won $10 million, I would still go to my studio the next day, because this is what I do and this is what I love to do. And I got into this business to be happy, and God knows that I'm happy doing what I'm doing, and I look at it as a blessing every day.